The shattered worlds, the stars above were silent. Too silent for something so alive and full of movement. Across the galaxy, human colonies that once thrived on distant planets now lay in ruins. Entire worlds had vanished in the blink of an eye, and no one knew why. Commander Leora Kane stood on the bridge of Earth's flagship Aurora, her hands gripping the rail as she stared at the blinking alerts on the control panel. All outer colonies, gone, she whispered, the words tasting bitter in her mouth. Her eyes scanned the holographic map showing empty dots where thriving colonies once existed. Scientists and military officers moved frantically around her, their faces pale, screens flashing with images of destroyed cities, shattered landscapes, and fires that could not be extinguished. No one had ever seen destruction on this scale. Not even in simulations. Dr. Elias Morin, head of the Earth Space Research Institute, rushed forward with a tablet in his hands. Commander, the pattern is coordinated. The colonies weren't just attacked. They were erased systematically. Someone wants to wipe humanity from the stars. His voice shook, revealing the fear he tried to hide. Leora's jaw tightened, her mind racing. Prepare the fleet for immediate readiness. We cannot let Earth be next. She knew the alien threat had already learned humanity's weaknesses, and now it was time for humans to act. Not hide. Meanwhile, on the distant colony of Novara, Lieutenant Kian Sor watched as the sky lit up with strange energy beams. Buildings crumbled, the ground shook, and the sky burned red with alien fire. There was no warning, no time to escape. Only chaos and screams. Kian grabbed a small communicator, hoping for a message from Earth. Novara to Earth Command. We are under attack. Repeat, under attack. But static filled the channel. The voice of command lost in the void. Panic spread like wildfire, fear consuming every heart back on Earth. The United Nations Emergency Council gathered in a secret underground chamber. Leaders argued, voices rising, tempers flaring. How did they reach our colonies so quickly? Asked Minister Aaron, frustration in her tone. We have defense satellites and patrols everywhere. Dr. Morin shook his head. These attackers, they are not ordinary. They move faster than any known spacecraft. Their weapons can erase entire cities in minutes. Earth's defenses are slow in comparison. The Council fell silent, realizing the gravity of the situation. Humanity had expanded across the galaxy with pride, but now their pride was shattered. Every colony lost was a reminder of how small and vulnerable humans could be. Leora turned away from the screen, her mind focused. We cannot panic. We must act, she said firmly. We need reconnaissance missions. We need scientists and engineers to study debris, and we need our fleets ready for combat. Her voice brought calm to the room, but the fear still lingered far from Earth. A young prodigy named Sarah Vale activated her secret lab on a hidden moon. Her fingers danced across holographic controls, analyzing the alien signals left behind at the destroyed colonies. They want to scare us, but I will find their weakness, she muttered, determination burning in her eyes. The first reports from other colonies were worse than anyone imagined. Entire populations had vanished, leaving nothing but silence. No bodies, no ships, no signs of life, just empty shells of once thriving worlds. The fear that Earth could be next tightened like a noose around humanity's neck. As night fell on Earth, the people looked up at the stars, oblivious to the storm brewing above. In the shadows, alien fleets moved like predators, watching, calculating, waiting for the right moment to strike. Humanity had survived countless threats before, but this was different. It was personal. Leora walked alone on the observation deck, staring at the galaxy. We will fight, she whispered to herself, a promise carried on her breath. We will not let them destroy us. Somewhere in the distance, a faint signal flickered on the comm system, a mysterious pulse from an unknown source, a warning, or an opportunity only time would tell. The shattered worlds had changed everything, and humanity's path now led to a war across the stars. Every choice, every move, would determine the fate of Earth and the colonies that had been lost. The first spark of resistance had begun, and the galaxy would never be the same. Earth prepares. Earth was not ready for the scale of destruction. But humans had never backed down from impossible odds. In underground bunkers and orbiting command stations, scientists, engineers, and military leaders worked together like never before. The entire planet united in a single purpose, survival. Commander Leora Kane paced the bridge of Aurora, her eyes scanning the reports from distant colonies. We need to rebuild our fleet fast, she said, determination sharp in her voice. Every ship, Every weapon counts, engineers nodded, already drawing plans for faster ships and stronger defenses. Dr. Elias Morin stood beside her, holding a strange piece of alien debris they had recovered from a ruined colony. This technology, if we study it carefully, it could give us an edge, he said, fingers tracing the glowing patterns. We must reverse engineer it, understand it, and use it against them. In secret laboratories, scientists like Sarah Vale worked tirelessly, decoding alien signals, their communications. It's more than language. It's a control system, she said, eyes wide. They coordinate attacks with precision we have never seen. Her fingers flew over the holographic keyboard, running simulations to predict the next strike. Meanwhile, Earth's governments convened a global summit in orbit, an unprecedented gathering of nations. Leaders argued over strategy, resources and priorities. Tempers flared, but one truth was clear. Humanity had to fight as one, or it would be extinguished. Admiral Rourke, commanding the Earth Defense Fleet, addressed the assembly. We cannot wait for them to come to us. We must strike first, hit their forward patrols, and gather intelligence. His voice was firm, but beneath it lay tension, fear, and the weight of countless lives. Training began immediately. Soldiers drilled in zero-gravity combat. Pilots raced through simulations, and engineers worked night and day to build faster, stronger warships. Every human knew that the coming battles would decide the fate of the colonies, and perhaps all of Earth on a hidden moon. Sarah Vale discovered a pattern in the alien attack strategy. They attack the colonies systematically, but there is a window between strikes, she explained to Commander Kane. Pointing to the data, we can use this to our advantage. Hit their patrols, gather resources, and prepare for the main fleet. Leora's eyes narrowed, hope and fear battling in her mind, but not all humans agreed. Some doubted their ability to fight the aliens, whispering of surrender or hiding. We can't match their technology, one advisor muttered. We will be destroyed, Leora turned sharply. Humanity has faced worse odds. We fight or we die, she snapped, leaving no room for doubt. In orbit above Earth, the first reconnaissance ships were launched, small fast vessels carrying elite teams. Their mission was to gather intel, test alien defenses, and return with any advantage they could find. Pilots gripped their controls, hearts pounding, knowing that the slightest mistake could mean death. Meanwhile, the alien forces moved closer. Unseen by Earth sensors, they watched silently, analyzing humanity's preparations, unaware that humans had begun to adapt, to learn, and to fight in ways the aliens had not anticipated. Every stolen moment, every secret study gave humanity a chance back on Earth. Civilians helped too, building defenses, creating supply networks, and supporting the military in every way possible. Fear lingered, but hope grew. A quiet fire that spread from heart to heart, reminding everyone that humans would not surrender without a fight. Leora walked along the hangar, watching technicians ready warships for launch. This is more than survival, she said softly. This is our chance to show the galaxy what Earth can do. Somewhere deep in the shadows, a faint signal flickered again, an alien pulse, perhaps a warning, perhaps a trap. Only time would reveal the truth. As night fell across the planet, Earth held its breath, waiting, preparing, and praying. For the first time in centuries, humanity was united, not just by fear but by purpose. The coming battles would test courage, strength, and strategy, and only the clever, the brave, and the determined would survive. The shattered worlds had sparked a fire on Earth, a fire that would burn across the galaxy. Humans were preparing not just to defend themselves, but to strike back, to reclaim what was lost, to fight for the stars, and to prove that humanity would never bow to invaders. First contact, the darkness of space stretched endlessly, but it was not empty. Small blips appeared on Earth's sensors, signals that did not belong to human ships. Commander Leora Kane leaned over the console, eyes sharp. They are here, she whispered, the tension thick in her voice. The Earth reconnaissance fleet moved cautiously, cloaked in stealth, avoiding detection. Pilots gripped their controls as the alien patrol ships glided silently in the void. Their designs were strange, sleek, almost organic, glowing with a pale light that made humans uneasy. Lieutenant Kian Sor, piloting one of the scout ships, felt his pulse quicken. Visual on the enemy, he said, scanning the holographic display. They are larger than expected, heavily armed. And scanning for movement, Dr. Elias Morin monitored the alien signals. Their communications. It's a network, They coordinate instantly, faster than we can process. Every move they make is precise, calculated. Almost like they know what we will do, his voice trembled. Excitement and fear intertwined. The first shots rang out. Though no one fired a weapon yet, the aliens detected one of the scouts and launched an energy probe, piercing the darkness with a blue streak. Kian dodged quickly, his ship shuddering, sparks flying from the hull. "They're faster than our tests predicted," he muttered. Adrenaline flooding his veins, Commander Kane made a decision. "We engage, but carefully. We observe, we learn." "We do not panic," the fleet responded in unison, moving in patterns designed to confuse and test the alien patrols. Humans had trained for this moment, but nothing could prepare them for the reality. The first engagement was brief, a dance of light and speed. Scout ships weaving, dodging alien beams. Humans firing small missiles to test defenses. Every maneuver was tense, every second a gamble. Pilots shouted coordinates, engineers adjusted shields. The bridge hummed with controlled chaos. Meanwhile, Sarah Vale monitored alien signals from her lab. "They have a pattern, a rhythm to their attacks," she said, pointing at the glowing map. "If we can predict it, we can strike with precision, we can make them overextend." Her fingers moved rapidly, feeding the data to the fleet. Suddenly, one of the alien ships turned aggressively, firing a pulse that disabled a scout. Alarms blared across the bridge. Kian's voice cut through panic. "We're hit. Hull integrity dropping." Leora gritted her teeth. "Pull back, regroup. We fight smart, not reckless." Human ingenuity shone as engineers rerouted power to shields. Pilots coordinated evasive maneuvers and scientists fed predictive algorithms into targeting systems. Slowly, the tide shifted. The aliens began to hesitate, confused by tactics they had never seen before. Dr. Morin smiled grimly. "They underestimated us. Humans adapt faster than they expected," he said, his eyes gleaming. "Every strike we survive teaches us more. Every move we make turns their strength into weakness." The fleet pushed further, mapping alien patrol patterns, collecting data from destroyed or captured drones. Every victory was small but meaningful. Every success a step toward turning fear into hope. But the aliens were cunning, sending larger vessels from the shadows, their numbers increasing, their attacks more coordinated. Leora realized the danger. "They're testing us, probing for weaknesses. This is just the beginning." In the midst of battle, Kian noticed something odd, a small signal flickering from an alien ship, different from the rest. "Commander, there's a weak point in their formation." "I can get close," he said, determination in his voice. Leora nodded. "Do it, but be careful. One mistake could cost lives." Kian maneuvered expertly, threading his ship through the alien defenses, launching a small EMP to disrupt their communication network. The pulse traveled silently, and for a moment, the alien formation faltered. The fleet seized the opportunity, striking with precision, disabling alien sensors, and gathering intelligence. Humanity had survived the first contact, not unscathed but wiser, stronger, and more determined as the fleet returned to orbit. Leora looked at the stars. "This is only the start," she said, voice low but firm. "They will strike again, but so will we. Humanity is learning, and we will not back down." Somewhere deep in the void, alien eyes watched, and the war for the galaxy had truly begun. Secrets of the invaders. The captured alien drone floated silently in the Earth laboratory, its smooth surface glinting under the cold lights. Scientists crowded around, whispering, their eyes wide with curiosity and fear. Dr. Elias Morin traced his fingers over the alien markings. "This is more than technology," he said, voice trembling. "It is a map of their colonies and weapon systems." Commander Leora Kane watched closely, her mind racing. "If we can understand this, we might know where they strike next. We could save lives, maybe even turn the tide." Her eyes burned with determination, the weight of humanity pressing on her shoulders. Meanwhile, Sarah Vale worked furiously on decoding alien communications. "They are not mindless conquerors," she said, scanning the data. "They operate like a hive, every ship, every weapon linked to a central intelligence. They follow strict orders. But there is a flaw in their hierarchy." Her hands moved faster, feeding her findings into Earth's fleet computers. Lieutenant Kian Sor paced the observation deck of Aurora, thinking about the destroyed colonies. They attack systematically, but why? "Why erase entire worlds?" he muttered. "There must be a reason beyond simple conquest." Suddenly, an alert flashed across the bridge. A distress signal from a hidden colony that had survived. Leora's eyes widened. It's faint, but it's alive. We must reach them before the aliens do. The fleet changed course immediately, moving cautiously, aware that the aliens might be watching. As the human fleet approached the hidden colony, alien patrols appeared unexpectedly, their ships larger, more menacing than before. Kian gritted his teeth. They are testing us again, trying to see how far we will go. The battle was fierce, but humans used the alien drone data to predict attack patterns, dodging beams and striking weak points. Scientists guided the fleet, giving pilots precise coordinates. Each move was calculated, turning the aliens' own strategies against them. When the fleet finally reached the hidden colony, humans discovered shocking evidence. Entire populations had been captured, not killed. Their minds linked to alien control devices, feeding data back to the alien hive. Leora's stomach churned. They are using humans to control humans, enslaving the colonies to strengthen their fleet. Dr. Morin nodded grimly. And if we free them, we might weaken the aliens' network, but it is dangerous. One wrong move and the entire system could collapse. Sarah Vale's eyes gleamed. We can do it. We have their weakness now. We just need the courage to strike. Leora gathered her top officers, her voice low but firm. We have the chance to turn fear into power. We will rescue the captured colonies, gather their intelligence, and strike the aliens at their core. But we must be careful. One mistake could cost everything. As humans planned the rescue, they discovered another shocking truth. The aliens were not acting alone. Hints of a larger force beyond their immediate fleet. The galaxy was more dangerous than anyone had imagined. In the hidden colony, humans prepared to free the enslaved minds. Delicate procedures guided by Sarah Vale and her team, linking human neural networks to the alien devices, slowly severing control. Every second was tense. Every small success celebrated. But the aliens were aware of the interference, sending reinforcements to the colony. Kian and his team fought bravely in orbit, dodging alien beams, protecting the transport ships carrying the freed civilians. The battle stretched across the planet, light and energy streaking through the void. Finally, the last of the enslaved humans were freed, collapsing onto the planet's surface. Exhausted but alive, Leora watched them, hope and pride swelling. We have done it. This is the beginning of our fight, not the end. Meanwhile, deep in the alien hive, something shifted. The Central Intelligence noticed the human interference, its voice like a thought echoing through space. Humans. Evolving. Unpredictable. The aliens realized that humans were learning, adapting, becoming dangerous in ways they had not anticipated. Back on Aurora, the fleet regrouped, battered but stronger in knowledge. Leora turned to her team. We have their weakness, and now we have the knowledge. Next time we strike with purpose, next time we make them pay. The stars beyond gleamed coldly, but humanity's fire burned brighter than ever. The secrets of the invaders had been uncovered, but with knowledge came responsibility, and with courage came danger. Humans now held the key to survival, but also the spark that would ignite the galaxy-wide war to come. The turning tide. The rescue of the hidden colony had changed something within humanity. Hope spread like wildfire across the fleet, determination shining in the eyes of every soldier. Pilot and scientist, Leora Kane stood on the bridge of Aurora, looking at the stars with a steady gaze. This is our chance, she said. The aliens think they control the galaxy, but we are learning, adapting, and soon we strike back. Earth's engineers work tirelessly, using recovered alien technology to upgrade ships, weapons, and defenses. Missiles moved faster, shields held stronger, and human pilots learned to anticipate alien attacks. The smallest advantage became crucial. Every detail mattered. Lieutenant Kian Sor tested his newly upgraded fighter, weaving through the simulation courses. These upgrades, they will surprise the aliens, he said, confidence replacing the fear from earlier battles. His hands flew over the controls, the hum of engines and shields filling the cockpit. Sarah Vale monitored alien communications, eyes scanning the signals. Their network is strained, she said, pointing to patterns on the screen. They cannot coordinate as perfectly anymore. Our attacks, our interference, it is causing confusion. If we push carefully, we can exploit it. Meanwhile, in the orbit of the destroyed colonies, Admiral Rourke prepared the largest fleet Earth had ever assembled. We hit their patrols first, then move to the main fleet. Every maneuver must be precise. Every ship must be ready for battle. His voice carried authority, but behind it lay a tension that no one could hide. The first skirmish came quickly. Alien patrols detected human movements and fired. Beams of energy cut across space, ships shook, alarms blared. But humans used their knowledge and upgraded technology, dodging attacks, striking weak points, turning the aliens' own strength against them. Kian led a squadron through the thick of battle, dodging lasers and releasing EMP pulses. "They won't see this coming," he muttered, as alien ships shuddered and lost coordination. Humans were learning faster than the aliens expected, adapting in ways that no simulation could predict. Back on Earth, scientists watched the battle in real time, analyzing alien formations and feeding instructions to the fleet. "They are panicking," Sarah Vale said, excitement rising in her voice. "Their central intelligence is overloading. We can push them further. We can change the war." The fleet strikes became bolder, destroying alien drones, disrupting their communication network, and reclaiming territory near the outer colonies. Every victory, small or large, boosted morale. Humans had tasted success, and it fueled their courage. But the aliens were not defeated. Reinforcements arrived unexpectedly. Larger ships with advanced weaponry. Their attacks were stronger, coordinated with precision, testing human tactics to the limit. Leora's mind raced. "We must adapt, we must fight smarter, not just harder." A brilliant strategy emerged, combining Sarah Vale's data, Dr. Morin's technological insights, and Kian's daring maneuvers. The fleet moved in an unpredicted formation, luring alien ships into traps, disabling weapons and forcing retreats. Human ingenuity was turning the tide, the fear of the invaders beginning to waver. Amid the chaos, civilian colonies sent volunteers to assist. Engineers and pilots from surviving worlds joined the fight. Earth was no longer alone. Humanity had united, a single force determined to reclaim what was theirs. The turning point came when a captured alien vessel revealed a hidden control module. Using it, humans could disrupt alien coordination across the fleet. Leora stared at the readings. "This is it. The moment to strike. We hit now, and we show them that humanity will not be erased." As the fleet launched a coordinated strike, alien ships faltered, their attacks misfired. Confusion spread like wildfire. Every human ship moved with precision, exploiting the weakness, turning fear into power. The tide had truly turned. Humans were no longer just defending. They were striking back, reclaiming territory, and showing the galaxy that Earth was not weak. Kian's squadron cheered over the comms. "We are winning, Commander. We are really winning." Leora looked at the stars, a faint smile touching her lips. "This is only the beginning," she whispered. "The aliens may have started this war, but we will finish it. Humanity is rising, and nothing will stop us." The galaxy had begun to notice. Alien patrols retreated, intelligence faltered, and humans gained confidence. The shattered worlds had sparked something powerful, and now humanity was ready to push forward, reclaim what was theirs, and prepare for the ultimate confrontation. Strike back. The alien command fleet loomed in the void, massive ships glowing with cold energy. Their presence was terrifying, even from a distance. Commander Leora Kane stood on the bridge of Aurora, eyes burning with determination. "This is it," she said, voice steady. "We strike now, we end their control, and we reclaim our colonies." Admiral Rourke's fleet surged forward, every ship ready for the fight of their lives. Shields glimmered, weapons charged, and pilots gripped their controls, hearts pounding with anticipation. Humanity had trained for this moment, but no one could predict the horrors waiting in the battle ahead. Lieutenant Kian Sor led the first wave, weaving through alien fire with daring precision. "Stay close. Watch each other's backs," he called over the comms, energy beams streaking past, striking alien vessels. Small victories accumulating, confidence rising with every maneuver. Dr. Elias Morin monitored the alien systems. "Their command modules are vulnerable. Strike now, but carefully," he instructed, guiding the fleet toward weak points. Every decision was critical. One wrong move could mean annihilation. Sarah Vale fed real-time calculations to the fleet, predicting alien movements and attack patterns. "Focus on the smaller ships first. Disable their communication network. Then target the larger vessels," she said, her voice calm but urgent, the tension palpable. The first wave hit, explosions lighting up the darkness of space. Alien ships faltered under precise strikes. Energy shields flickered, and human missiles found their targets. The tide of battle shifted, humans pushing forward with courage and cunning. But the aliens were relentless, sending waves of reinforcements, their larger vessels firing devastating beams that rocked human ships. Aurora shook violently, alarms blared, but Leora remained calm. "Hold formation, keep striking. We have the advantage," she ordered, every word a lifeline of focus. Kian's squadron darted between enemy fire, dodging beams, and launching EMP pulses that disabled alien systems. "We are making them panic," he shouted. Adrenaline and excitement mingling. Every maneuver tested skill. Courage and nerves, meanwhile. Humans aboard captured alien vessels studied alien command patterns, guiding the fleet to strike with surgical precision. Each attack carefully calculated, turning alien strength into vulnerability. Humanity's adaptability was their greatest weapon. The battle reached its peak when the central alien command ship revealed its power. A massive energy cannon charged, capable of destroying entire fleets. Leora's eyes narrowed. "We cannot let that fire." "Everyone focus on disabling the core," she commanded, fear and determination intertwining. Kian maneuvered his fighter close, releasing a specialized payload. Striking the command ship's core, energy rippled through the alien vessel, systems failing one by one. Humans held formation, attacking in unison, relentless and coordinated. Explosions lit up space, alien ships faltered. Communication networks collapsed, and the massive command vessel began to drift, powerless. Humanity had struck the heart of the enemy fleet, their ingenuity, courage, and unity proving stronger than alien technology alone. Back on Aurora, Leora watched the final moments. "We have done it," she said quietly, relief washing over her. But she knew the fight was not over. The war may continue, but today, humanity has shown its strength. Survivors from the destroyed colonies cheered over comms, their voices filled with relief and hope. "We are free thanks to you," they said, humanity's unity shining brighter than ever. The alien fleet, broken and disorganized, began a retreat, their forces scattered. Humanity had won the decisive battle, reclaiming territory, freeing colonies, and proving that Earth would not be conquered. As the fleet regrouped, Leora turned to her officers. "This is our message to the galaxy. We fight for survival. For justice and for the stars, humanity will not be erased." Her voice carried across the ships, a promise, a warning, and a beacon of hope. The shattered worlds had ignited a war, but humanity had seized the tide. They were no longer victims. They were warriors, clever, daring, and unstoppable, and now the final step remained, confronting the remnants of the alien forces and ensuring their victory was complete. Humanity triumphs. The remnants of the alien fleet fled across the stars, scattered and broken, their massive command vessels crippled, their communications in chaos. Humanity's fleets moved carefully, striking only to disable and capture, not to destroy without purpose. Commander Leora Kane watched the galaxy, her eyes reflecting the light of distant suns. "It is over," she whispered, though she knew vigilance must remain. Survivors from the colonies cheered as human ships landed, the first waves bringing aid, medicine, and supplies. Families reunited, tears flowing freely, laughter and cries mixing. Humanity had reclaimed what was theirs, and every recovered world was a triumph of courage, skill, and unity. Lieutenant Kian Soar helped an elderly survivor from a destroyed colony onto a transport ship. "You are safe now," he said gently, the pride in his voice stronger than any weapon. Around him, humans worked tirelessly to rebuild, repair, and protect, their efforts a testament to resilience. Sarah Vale transmitted her final reports from the field. "We have studied their technology, their tactics, and their weaknesses. Humanity now has the knowledge to defend itself anywhere in the galaxy." Her smile was quiet but full of triumph. She knew that humans had learned not just to survive, but to dominate strategically. Dr. Elias Moran examined the alien devices they had captured, his fingers tracing patterns as he muttered, "They underestimated us. Humanity's creativity and adaptability are unmatched. Every defeat taught us, every struggle made us stronger." He looked up, eyes shining, and now the galaxy knows. Humans are not to be taken lightly. Back on Earth, celebrations erupted, fireworks in orbit, and on the surface, humanity rejoiced not only for victory, but for the proof that unity, intelligence, and courage could overcome the most impossible odds. Leora Kane stood among her officers, pride and relief washing over her. This war was ours to win, and we did. The stars belong to those who fight for them. But victory did not come without cost. Many brave humans had given their lives. Ships and colonies had been lost, sacrifices etched into memory. Leora visited memorials on the newly recovered worlds, placing her hand on the names of those who had fallen. "Your courage paved the way. Humanity will honor you forever," she said softly. The stars bearing witness meanwhile across the galaxy. Scattered alien forces realized that humans had changed, adaptable, daring, united, and clever. They had underestimated Earth and the strength of humanity. Some ships attempted minor attacks, but each failed. Humans had proven their dominance, teaching the galaxy that Earth was not to be trifled with. As humans rebuilt the colonies, alliances were strengthened. Trade resumed, communications restored, and hope blossomed. Every step of reconstruction was a symbol of triumph, the galaxy witnessing humanity's determination. Leora watched a colony bloom with life again, children playing where ruins once stood, and felt a deep sense of fulfillment. In a final message transmitted across the recovered worlds, Leora addressed all humans. "We faced annihilation. We faced fear, but we stood together. We reclaimed our colonies, we defended our home, and we struck back at those who thought they could erase us. Humanity has triumphed, and we will continue to rise, no matter the challenge." Her voice carried through space, a beacon of hope and strength. As the fleet returned to Earth orbit, stars sparkling above, humanity looked forward to the future, not as victims but as masters of their fate. Strategists, explorers, and warriors ready to protect the galaxy. Every human knew that they had changed the course of history. The shattered worlds were now a testament to courage, and humanity had emerged stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. And somewhere beyond the farthest star, the aliens watched, humbled and wary. Humanity had proven that the galaxy would never bow to invaders, that Earth's children would fight, adapt, and win. The war was over. But the legend of humanity had only just begun.